we just concluded the RBI board meeting in which the Honorable Finance Minister was kind enough to address the board, and we had a discussion with the Finance Minister about both the budget as well as a variety of issues, including the government's financial inclusion plan. So with that as preamble, perhaps we can open the floor to any questions that you may have.
बजट में क्या घोषणा की गई थी, मैं लक्ष्मण राय CNBC आवाज से। बजट में एक मॉडर्न मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क की बात कही थी वित्त मंत्री जी ने, क्या उस पर इस बैठक में कोई चर्चा हुई? और फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन को लेकर ऐसी खबरें आ रही थी कि रिजर्व बैंक के कुछ मुद्दों पर आपत्तियां हैं कि इससे बैंकों का जोखिम बढ़ जाएगा, क्या ये सही? अगर है तो इस बारे में कोई चर्चा हुई इस बैठक में?
I think we will be discussing the monetary framework over the course of the year. Just now, we've started the preliminary discussion, but I think it will be discussed over the course of the year, and the framework will be developed along with the Finance Ministry. On the issue of the financial inclusion plan, we've been exchanging views, and I don't think there's any difference in opinion on the financial inclusion.
Sir, this question is for the Finance Minister. Does the government agree with Dr. Rajan's fiscal inflation targeting plan and his comments on the consumer price inflation following a glide path to 6% by March 2016?
Well, on both of the last two occasions, that the Reserve Bank has announced its policy, the interest rates policy, and the two steps that they have announced. I have on the same evening already issued a clear statement, and I think that's very clear. This is an issue which the Reserve Bank decides, and I'm sure they factor in various circumstances.
Sir, my name is Shishir from Hindu Business Line. Just wanted to check whether the syndicate bank issue, this issue is asking a question about the board.
It's a matter of a criminal law investigation. And as far as the Department of Financial Services is concerned, it has put the process of law into motion. The actions which are required in terms of suspending those suspected of delinquency, it has already been done. And now it's for the criminal law agencies, the CBI, to find out the entire evidence.
My question was about the entire PSA structure. Are you taking some initiative, or are you issuing some guidelines so that there should be some kind of honesty?
Well, I think the banks already know what they are to do. If there is some stringent steps required, certainly it will be done. But what was allegedly happening was certainly in contravention of the legal framework. It was a crime.
So my name is.
You don't need any fresh policy to decide that.
Specifically, sir, बैंकों के एमपीए बढ़ रहे हैं इसी वजह से, और उसके लिए कोई पॉलिसी आप चेंज करना चाह रहे होंगे या फिर कुछ?
देखिए, ये एक कारण हो सकता है। एनपीएस के पीछे पिछले 2-3 वर्षों में जो थोड़े बड़े हैं, जो अर्थव्यवस्था की स्थिति है, वो भी एक कारण था।
Sir, can I ask a question? Sir, I'm Sanjay Thapa from the Pioneer. So my question is regarding the fiscal deficit targeting, and I think 56% of it has already been achieved by July. So
well, don't go by percentages and number of months, because in the initial months, some carryover of the previous year is there. The full tax collections, particularly direct taxes, has not yet begun. That will show its first impact in September. Therefore, it doesn't, the percentages and the months need not tally.
Sir, but then,
it evens out as the year proceeds.
Okay, just one other question is that, sir, you have not given any indication or any roadmap for this investment in the budget. So, do you have a roadmap?
No, we've certainly given the figure involved in that, and the Department of Disinvestment is working on it.
Can I request you to just confine your questions to financial sector and those issues rather than every single question you can ask the finance minister.
Sorry, yes, I actually wanted to follow up on that. I'm afraid you did mention the budget, and there does seem to have been some delay in some of the divestments, which are obviously relevant to the budget. Can you tell us, what progress you're making on the divestment plans of the various companies?
You see, the Department of Disinvestment has already appointed the advisors in some of the cases, and the follow-up actions on those PSUs where some section of the, where some part of the equity is to be divested is already progressing as scheduled.
अमित भाई राष्ट्रीय टीम में ना आए होते, उत्तर प्रदेश का उनको प्रभार न मिला होता,